We all know the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. But here's a shocking truth. Studies show that negative people can have a huge impact on your success, even if you don't realize it. According to research from the Journal of Applied Psychology, negativity from others can lower your performance by up to 30%. That's not just a small setback, it's a big deal. Imagine this. You work hard, climb the ladder, and start achieving your dreams. But there are people in your life who don't want to see you succeed. They might not outright stop you, but they'll slowly chip away at your confidence, your energy, and your motivation. These individuals can quietly sabotage everything you've worked for. In this video, we'll dive into the 6 types of people you need to watch out for. From the quiet saboteur who hides behind fake support to the drama magnet who steals your focus, these toxic personalities can derail your progress without you even noticing. I'll share real strategies to protect yourself and stay on track to success. Trust me, this isn't something you want to miss. Stay tuned. What you learn here could change your entire approach to leadership and life. Chapter 1. The silent saboteur who's really holding you back. Have you ever felt like something was standing in the way of your success, but you couldn't put your finger on it? Sometimes, it's not the obvious roadblocks that slow you down, it's the silent saboteurs in your life. These are the people who seem supportive on the surface, but subtly undermine your progress. A silent saboteur might be the friend who downplays your achievements or the coworker who questions your ideas in subtle ways. They never seem to directly attack, but their behavior saps your confidence over time. Psychologist Dr. Henry Cloud writes in his book Boundaries for Leaders that the greatest damage to leadership is often done by those who don't openly attack but quietly resist. What's so dangerous about these individuals is that their actions are hard to detect. A small sarcastic comment here, a quiet disagreement there, they might not even realize the impact they have. Yet, the cumulative effect can be huge. According to research from Harvard Business Review, covert undermining behaviors can drastically reduce a leader's effectiveness. So, how can you defend against them? Start by practicing awareness. Pay attention to your feelings after interactions with these individuals. Do you feel drained or confused? That might be a red flag. Setting clear boundaries with people who undermine you is crucial for preserving your focus. It's okay to confront these saboteurs and communicate your needs. Dr. Cloud also emphasizes the importance of creating an environment of trust where you can openly discuss issues without fear of backlash. Strategy to protect yourself. Practice self-awareness and confront passive resistance head-on. Recognizing subtle sabotage early can help you avoid its long-term effects. Chapter 2. The energy vampire. Are they draining your leadership mojo? Have you ever walked into a room full of energy and left feeling completely exhausted? You might have crossed paths with an energy vampire. These individuals have an uncanny ability to drain the life out of a situation, leaving you feeling depleted. Energy vampires come in many forms. Some are chronic complainers, others are excessively needy, while some simply bring an overall negative vibe wherever they go. According to Dr. Judith Orloff, author of the Empath's Survival Guide, energy vampires are people who take without giving, leaving you emotionally exhausted after spending time with them. In a work environment, energy vampires can be especially dangerous. A study by the Journal of Applied Psychology found that exposure to negative colleagues can lead to burnout, decreased job satisfaction, and reduced productivity. The problem is, these people often don't realize the toll they're taking on others. What they see as casual conversation or venting can have serious emotional costs. One of the best ways to deal with energy vampires is by setting boundaries. Don't allow them to monopolize your time with endless complaints or demands. If you find yourself caught in a conversation with an energy vampire, try to redirect the conversation to something more productive. Or, if needed, be direct and tell them that you can't engage in negative talk at the moment. Strategy to protect yourself. Set clear boundaries. Don't be afraid to say no when your energy is being drained, and redirect negativity toward more positive, constructive topics. Don't forget to subscribe for more leadership tips. You don't want to miss out on how to protect your energy and take your leadership to the next level. Chapter 3. The chronic complainer. How to handle constant criticism. We all know that person who seems to find fault with everything. They're never satisfied, and no matter what you do, it's never good enough. They are the chronic complainers, and their behavior can have a damaging effect on both your mood and your leadership. Chronic complainers rarely offer solutions. Instead, they focus on what's wrong with everything. While constructive feedback can help improve performance, complaints without action lead to stagnation and frustration. Dr. John Gottman, a well-known relationship expert, explains in his book The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work that constant negativity creates a toxic environment, whether in relationships or leadership. It's easy to get caught up in the spiral of negativity, especially when these people are close to you. However, research from the American Psychological Association shows that allowing negativity to take root can contribute to higher stress levels and decrease your ability to think clearly. So, what's the solution? First, it's important to stay calm and avoid engaging in the negativity. You don't have to match their energy. Instead, offer solutions when appropriate or set boundaries around what kind of conversations you're willing to engage in. Dr. Cloud recommends focusing on solutions rather than complaints. If someone is constantly pointing out problems, guide the conversation toward how things can improve. Strategy to protect yourself. Stay solution-focused. When dealing with a chronic complainer, resist the urge to join in their complaints and steer the conversation toward ways to fix things. Subscribe now for more strategies on how to handle these toxic people and protect your leadership potential. You won't want to miss the next chapter. Chapter 4. The Opportunist. Mastering the art of guarding your success. Opportunists are everywhere. They're the people who latch onto your success and claim a piece of your achievements. They may not have been there when you started, but they always appear when the rewards show up. The problem? They take credit for your hard work and leave you with little recognition. A 2021 study from the Journal of Business Ethics found that opportunistic behaviors in the workplace can seriously damage both trust and productivity. When someone constantly tries to take credit for others' work, it undermines the team dynamic and affects morale. That's why it's important to spot these individuals early and protect your success. Opportunists can be particularly dangerous because they often appear helpful at first. They might offer advice or seem supportive, but their true motive is self-interest. Psychologist Dr. Robert Cialdini, in his book Influence: The Psychology of Persuasion, states, people who can influence others by gaining their trust and appealing to their desires will often try to use those same tactics to benefit themselves. The best way to deal with opportunists is by staying aware of their behavior. Keep track of your achievements and ensure you're the one giving the updates and sharing your progress. When someone tries to take credit for your hard work, don't be afraid to assert yourself and clarify your role in the project. Strategy to protect yourself. Document your contributions and stay assertive. When opportunists try to take credit, be confident in explaining the work you've done and the value you've added. Chapter 5. The Fake Friend. The poison in your circle. Fake friends can be the most toxic influence in your life. On the surface, they may appear to be your closest allies. They cheer you on, support you when you need it, and seem to have your best interests at heart. But behind the scenes, they may be gossiping about you or undermining your progress. Dr. Lillian Glass, a communication expert and author of Toxic People, explains that fake friends are masters of manipulation, turning situations to their advantage while making you feel guilty. These individuals might secretly compete with you or try to bring you down without ever directly confronting you. A 2019 study from Psychological Science revealed that people often stay in toxic friendships because they fear the conflict that might come with ending the relationship. This hesitation to cut ties can drain your energy and prevent you from moving forward. Fake friends can hold you back by distracting you with drama, manipulation, and dishonesty. So, what can you do about it? First, start by evaluating your friendships. Do your friends support you genuinely, or do they only show up when it benefits them? If you notice manipulative behavior, it's time to have an honest conversation. Don't be afraid to let go of those who are holding you back. Strategy to protect yourself. Reflect on your friendships. If someone is undermining your progress or loyalty, it's time to set boundaries or move on. True friends won't leave you feeling drained. Chapter 6. The Reluctant Leader. Recognizing fear in disguised leadership isn't always about having all the answers. Sometimes, it's about stepping up when others won't. But what happens when you're faced with someone who could lead, but is too afraid to take the responsibility? This is the reluctant leader, someone who hides behind hesitation and fear, often disguised as passivity or lack of interest. Reluctance to take leadership roles can be rooted in deep-seated fears or insecurities. According to the Leadership Challenge by James M. Kozes and Barry Z. Posner, the best leaders are those who have the courage to take risks, step into uncertainty, and embrace leadership, even when it's not easy. But many people hesitate because they fear failure, rejection, or making mistakes in front of others. A 2020 study from the Journal of Leadership and Organizational Studies found that fear of failure is one of the primary reasons why potential leaders hold back from taking charge. The longer someone delays, the more opportunities they miss to grow and inspire those around them. To overcome the reluctance to lead, start by acknowledging your fear. Leadership isn't about being perfect, it's about taking action despite your insecurities. Recognize that growth comes with making mistakes, and that's okay. Surround yourself with mentors who can help you navigate through tough situations and build your confidence. Strategy to protect yourself. Embrace imperfection and recognize that leadership requires stepping up, even when you don't feel fully ready. Confront your fears and take action, even when it feels uncomfortable. Make sure to subscribe for more actionable leadership strategies to help you navigate and thrive in challenging environments. Don't miss the next episode that will take your leadership skills to the next level.